Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to discuss a little something that will be beneficial for many people. In honor of Halloween and for the subject matter this evening, I decided to go with a demon slash clown makeup. I thought it turned out pretty cool. Pretty happy with it myself. So there's going to be a video as far as me doing the makeup and that you can check out. But for this video, I would like to discuss, I would like to talk about all of the fluoroquinolones. Basically, there has been quite a few, and there are many more to come. So I want to, in this video, cover all of the fluoroquinolones that have been created, as well as all of the ones on the market today, as well as all of the ones in production right now. Let's see here. The most commonly prescribed fluoroquinolones are ciprofloxacin, Levaquin, levofloxacin, Avalox, moxifloxacin, and floxacin, ofloxacin, and floxacin, ofloxacin. Almost every floxy that has been poisoned by fluoroquinolones in the last 15 years has taken Cipro, Levaquin, Avalox, or Floxacin. However, there are many other quinolones and fluoroquinolones, and here's just a few. In the first generation category, we have the Synoxacin. This one has been withdrawn from the market. Okay, all of these first generations have been withdrawn from the market. We have Synoxacin, nalidixic acid, oxalinic acid, pyromidic acid, hypomidic acid, and rosoxacin. All of these have been withdrawn from the market. Second generations, we have ciprofloxacin, Cipro, still on the market, millions of prescriptions dispensed annually worldwide. I was personally damaged by this drug right here. Inoxacin, withdrawn from the market. Fluoroxacin, withdrawn from the market. Lomifloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Natifloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Norfloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Ofloxacin, still on the market, millions of prescriptions dispensed annually worldwide. P-floxacin, withdrawn from the market. Rufloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Third generation. Balofloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Grepafloxacin, also withdrawn from the market. Levofloxacin, this is your Leaflox, Cravit, Levaquin, Tavinic. This is still on the market. Millions of prescriptions dispensed annually worldwide. Pazufloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Sparfloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Temafloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Tosufloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Now we have fourth generation. Clenofloxacin, not withdrawn from market but not commonly available. Gadafloxacin, Tequin, removed from the US market, but other forms remain available. Gemifloxacin, currently available, more commonly prescribed outside of the US. Moxifloxacin, this is the Avalox. Other names are Acflox, Woodward, and Vigamox, still on the market, millions of prescriptions dispensed annually worldwide. Citalfloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Trovafloxacin, withdrawn from the market. And Prulifloxacin, withdrawn from the market. Despite the fact that 22 of the 29 quinolones listed above have been removed from the market, and the fact that there is an updated black box warning label, the most serious warning possible on any pharmaceutical, that notes that the fluoroquinolones remaining on the market can cause permanent disability, several pharmaceutical companies are busily developing new fluoroquinolones. Some of the fluoroquinolones in development right now are delafloxacin. This is being developed by Melinta Therapeutics and is currently undergoing phase 3 trials. It is supposed to be more effective at treating MRSA and other bacterial infections that are currently resistant to other fluoroquinolones. Melinta says that delafloxacin has a favorable safety profile, but frankly, I don't believe them, and neither do I. Bayer says that Cipro has an excellent safety profile, but thousands of people have been injured, including myself, disabled, and even killed by it. Delafloxacin will be effective against gram-positive, gram-negative, atypical, and anaerobic bacteria, meaning that it will be a broad-spectrum antibiotic that will kill all microorganisms in its path. I understand that MRSA is a serious and potentially deadly infection, and that it may be appropriate to use an extra powerful fluoroquinolone in cases of life or death. However, as an extra strong fluoroquinolone with an increased scope of bacteria that it kills, it will be a dangerous and deadly for some drug. Very true. I hope that delafloxacin will be reserved for treating life-threatening MRSA infections, and that it will not be prescribed for treatment of simpler or less dangerous infections. And this goes for all fluoroquinolones. Any of these are on an absolute last resort, period. None of these should be taken unless there is no other choice. And if you do have to take them, please research it, understand it. Don't do certain things while you're taking it. Don't be active. You are supposed to be on your back. You don't want to move. You don't want to. You can tear your joints. You can do extra damage just by overworking your body during the course of that antibiotic. It's just a really good idea to know everything about what you're putting in your body. We will continue here. The next one in development is JNJ-2Q. JNJ-2Q is being developed by Furiex Pharmaceuticals, who have licensed J&J-Q2 from Janssen Pharmaceuticals, a unit of Johnson & Johnson. This is something I want to take a note into. All of the pharmaceutical companies have multiple companies under the one branch. When they do all of these secondary companies, they are creating a generic form of the medication. By doing so, they are taking our rights away. When they give us a generic medication and we are damaged, we have no right to sue. The only people that can sue are the people that take a non-generic name brand drug. It is in the Constitution, they've written it into the laws, that you cannot sue secondary pharmaceutical companies. So just pay attention to what they are giving you and what it can do to you. If you have to take these, take a name brand, so that way, at least if you are damaged, you have a fighting chance. Because as it stands right now, we don't. We don't have the right. Anyway, back to this. J&J-2Q, like delafloxacin, J&J-2Q is being developed for the treatment of MRSA, and it is also a particularly strong and potent fluoroquinolone. Again, I hope it is only used for deadly MRSA infections. Number 3, Nemonoxacin, developed by Tygen Biotechnology Company, is currently undergoing phase 3 trials in the U.S. However, it has already reached the market in Taiwan, Russia, Commonwealth, independent states, Turkey, mainland China, and Latin America. It is also more effective against MRSA than the fluoroquinolones that are currently on the market, and it is more potent than ciprofloxacin, levofloxacin, and moxifloxacin. Not so fun fact. Nemonoxacin has been fast-tracked for approval by the FDA. Fast-tracked, people. Not good. Zavofloxacin. Zavofloxacin was discovered by Donhua Pharmaceuticals and licensed to Pacific Beach Biosciences for development. It is currently undergoing clinical trials. The spectrum of activity of zavofloxacin includes bacterial strains that are responsible for most community-acquired respiratory infections. Phase 3 clinical trials are currently undergoing at Donhua for the treatment of patients with acute bacterial exacerbation of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Be aware that these new fluoroquinolones are in the pipeline. Know their names so that you can avoid them. Again, I am going to add all of these to a list. That way we have a nice, easy card that you can carry with you to any doctor's appointment. Another point I want to make is that a lot of doctors' offices will not allow you to just say I'm allergic to fluoroquinolones in general. You have to actually name out every brand, every drug in that class in order to make sure that they don't give you that. So again, that's part of why I want to do that list, so that way at any time you have every one of these written down. There is constant repetition of some mantra along the lines of fluoroquinolones have an excellent record of safety and efficiency among drug makers, drug regulators, and drug prescribers, despite a massive amount of evidence to the contrary. The list of quinolones and fluoroquinolones have clearly showed that 22 of the 29 drugs that have been removed from the market, many because of serious safety concerns, yet new, more powerful fluoroquinolones are in the market right now. In part because for some odd reason, Cipro and Levaquin are seen as safe. They're not safe. Not at all. They cause permanent disabilities and death. The upcoming fluoroquinolones will be far worse. One of the things that makes fluoroquinolones so powerful and so dangerous is fluoride. Fluoride is added to this to create a stronger, more powerful antibacterial, but it's also destroying all bacteria, all cells, everything in its path. So at this point, I just want everybody to be very aware of all of the dangers that fluoroquinolones, both old and new, have. I want you to protect yourself and your loved ones. Please share this information, this video, with others so they can know. These should never be taken unless there are no viable alternatives and the infection is life-threatening. At that time, do your best to take a non-generic medication, but always make sure it is an absolute last resort. This is not something that should be taken lightly. You know, I'm a firm believer that each one of our bodies is completely different. Some people need things more than others. Some people need flu shots, others don't. I don't. Every time I've ever had one, I've gotten severely sick. It's just not for me. My body does a really good job at fighting off most infections. In general, I lost complete track of where I was going with that. Sorry. Foggy brain, it happens a lot. Part of this symptoms of being floxed. Again, just please be very aware of what you're putting in your body. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your friends. This is being given to children. This is being given to our animals. It's across the board. I may do another video about it unless I can find the information quickly. But I'd like to find the article that discusses that they are now taking Cipro and stripping part of the antibacterial properties away from it to create a new herbicide that they want to put on all of our food. Just yet another way to get it out to the masses. All of this information I'm going to link in my description, as well as there will be the card that I'm going to create for everybody. Will also be in the description, so make sure you download it and print it off. Keep it in your wallet, keep it in your purse. I really hope it helps everybody out. Just stay safe out there and be careful. Know what you're taking. Know what it does to you. Know what your risks are. And just be careful out there, everybody. I really appreciate everyone coming and listening to my video. If you made it this far, I really love you and I appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out a lot. Thank you, everybody. I love you all.